Hello everyone. So let's start with the class. Let me introduce myself. So my name is Mitali. My name is Mitali. I have secured all India rank 25 in GATE CSE. Also currently I am working as a AI engineer at Google. AI engineer at Google. So this is my short introduction for you all. Okay everyone. Okay, so today we are going to start system design course. System design course. From today we are going to start. So every day the class will be there. All right, everyone, and each class will be of 2 hours. So 6 to 8 live we are taking. So I will request everyone to attend the live class. Okay, because what will happen if you have any doubt, you can ask me in the live class itself. You don't have to worry about the doubts because I will be taking all the doubts. Today will be the introduction class for everyone. So in the introduction class we are going to learn about what is system designs and everything about related to that. Also, I will be discussing what are the topics we are going to cover in system design, which will help you to crack the great placements. Okay, because nowadays interviewers are more focusing on system design questions. So, we will also take that. So, system design, we are starting with everyone. Let's understand what are we going to cover in system design. So, let's see that. System design. The first topic we are going to cover is basics of low level design. Basics of low level design. Second is understanding understanding constructors. Okay. Third is what are UML diagrams and types. Diagrams and types. Fourth is learning core design principle. Learning core design principle. Fifth is advance LLD and use cases. Sixth is understanding understanding various design pattern. Okay, and the next is case studies and contest. Eighth is high level design, high level design, which will be little bit basics we want. Okay, we will not go so much detail into that because that is not needed. Ninth is design components system design components, where we will study about domain name system. domain name system. 10th is system design components, which is load balance, or we can say that load balancer. 11th is system design components, but here we are going to study about what is scaling. All right, we are going to study about what is scaling. The 11th is exploring exploring database architecture, database architecture. Third is, or 13th is database replication, database replication. Then the next is, so it's a huge subject, okay? So it is a total subject of total hours it will take between 30 to 40 hours, or we can say that 35 to 40 hours this subject is. 35 to 40 hours subject is. Okay? So it's a big subject. So we have to study so much into it. And the 14th is database sharding. 15th is database indexing. 16th is advanced high level design. 17 is caching. 18 is system design framework, and 19th is design problems. Design problems. So these are the topics which we are going to cover in the system design course. Let me show you this once again. So this is a subject of total 35 to 40 hours. All right. These are the topics we are going to cover. So these are the 6 topics you can see on the screen. All right, everyone. After that, these are the next topics which we are going to cover. And these are the, again, rest of the topics which we are going to cover. So this is a whole complete subject of 35 to 40 hours. Again, I am saying that I will be taking the class daily without miss. And if you want to attain live, it is very good. If you can also go for recorded. But the thing is that if you have any doubt, you cannot ask there itself. Okay. So I will recommend everyone to come live. Let's discuss. Let's have the session very interactive. Okay, and let's get prepared for the placement, so that you can aim for uh, great product based companies. Okay, so for that we are going to prepare in this subject. So this subject matters a lot in the placement also, because all the time now the interviewers are asking about system design courses, okay, system design subject. So that knowledge we should be aware of. So we are good with coding, we are good with let's say DSA and everything, but what if we don't know the subject? Okay, so why to left a single thing? If you aim for something big in life, then all the things you should know. Okay, and let's say you are focusing on any of the company, so what is the company requirement, what are they asking for? Okay, what is in general I should prepare for? Everything you should know, okay, in advance, because you are preparing for something bigger. So you should also know all the things, and you should have to put that efforts to get your dream company or get to go into the product based company which you are dreaming of for a long time or which you are preparing for. So that is the ultimate goal, everyone. So I have also cracked like the place the like Google, so by a hackathon. Okay, so it was a completely the hackathon part which I have been through. So if you want to know, you can just ask me that also. I will be ready. I will be ready to share the journey with you all if you are interested in that. And if you are aiming for product based company, then this system design is for you. With that, you should also do coding. You should be good in DSA. But if you are not willing or if you are not good in DSA or coding, so you can go into development. So development is something that you are developing something and you are getting the results in the real time, like in the real time. So that is very interesting and that is very motivating because you are working on live projects. Okay, so that is also very good. If you are not good at coding or DSA, that is not the ultimate way, I will say, to get into great FANG or MANG companies. Okay, there are also the other ways by which you can go. So the other way is keeping the coding and DSA up to a certain level and going nicely deep into the development is also one of the way, right? Because not everyone is good at coding, not everyone can build the logic, but they can be good at development. Okay, and the skills can be built by learning the required thing which is needed. All right, everyone. So that is what all about it. So if you want to know something about placements, so I'm there on the Telegram group. You can just tag me by this name, Mitali. You can find me on the Telegram group if you have any doubt regarding placements or some strategies or what you should do, any general doubt, you can just ping me on the Telegram. I hope that you all have joined the Telegram group. There you can find me, you can ask me questions personally, or you can tag me on the group also. I'm available there, and I will be answering all your questions, all your related to system design or let's say placement. So everything I'm going to answer. If you have any doubt, you can just tag me and I will be answering your questions. So I hope the introduction was it. Okay, and this was the syllabus which I am going to cover all the days, and the classes will be of 15 to 20 classes we are going to take. So you just have to be consistent till 15 to 20 classes. Okay, and you're good to go with this subject of system design. So just 15 to 20 days of consistency and you are good to go with all these topics. Okay, and if you are good in DSA plus you have a very nice project, then this is the plus points. And I don't think that there is anything that interviewer can reject you for. Okay, so consistency is very important in any of the thing if you want to achieve these things. So why I have this tags or I have this achievements in my life, it's because of discipline and consistency. Because of DC, this is all possible. D stands for discipline, C stands for consistency, and let's say H or S, smart work or hard work. Okay, it depends on you how what you want to do. But if you have this combination in your life, then you can achieve anything, whatever thing you are aiming for or you're dreaming of, you can achieve all that things. Okay, this is just required hard work. And trust me, studying is one of the most easiest thing which I can find, because you don't have to do any of the hard work, physical hard work, I can say that. Okay, you just have to sit in a place peacefully where you can focus your mind, where you can study. And then yes, if you are consistent, if you are determined, disciplined, then these are not the things which everyone cannot do. Okay, everyone can do, but the thing is you should be self motivated. Okay, you should have consistency, discipline, determined. You should be, and the why should be clear. Okay, why should be very very clear, that why you want to do, why you want this tags or why you want this achievements in your life, what are the problems which you can solve by these tags. So the why, if is why is very strong, then I don't think any motivation will help you. You will be self motivated. That self motivation will bring determination and consistency. consistency within you. And if you're asking about how to avoid distraction, so I don't think this is not a valid question. Why? Because you are self motivated, then you can only see by yourself that if I will do this thing and it will take the time out of it, which is a waste time, then I will not go to do these things. So automatically the distraction will also get out from your life. So that is what I want to tell you, everyone, that do keep these things, okay? And if you are just doing it for the sake of doing, then this is very very wrong, because for a long time you cannot be determined and consistent. Okay, so you should have a purpose why you want to do that. Again, I'm saying why is very important. Okay, this why will solve all your problems of lack of discipline, lack of consistency, lack of determination, no motivation. This why will solve every problem. Okay, somewhere I have seen a very nice thing outside that just see your home, just see your parents, just see your siblings, just see yourself. Can you fulfill all the needs of them? Can you just provide them everything they want? Do you have a nice home to live in? Are you eating a nice food? Are you struggling by your bicycle or some scooty, some kind of stuff? If you're doing so, if you don't have a very nice life, are you struggling in company? Are you working for 12 plus hours in the company? Okay, which is taking your 12 plus hour but giving very less amount in your hand, okay, which you are not fulfilling of. So these are all the reasons around you. There are reasons around you why you should, learn these things and you should level up in your life. Okay, and when you will level up, then sacrifices, big big sacrifices will be needed from your side. All right, everyone, so that was the great introduction and start of the class. Now let's start the actual system design. And what is system design? Let's see. So, system design is nothing but a process of defining the architecture, components, modules, interfaces, and a data for system to specify specific requirements. Okay, so yes, so let me write this system design and some components we will write here. So, system design. So, what is system design? It is a process of defining an architecture. Second is components. Third is modules. Fourth is interfaces. And fifth one is data for a system to specify specific requirements. Okay, so I'm also going to write that the data for a system to satisfy specific or specified requirements. So that is why system design is needed. Okay, what it involves? So it involves translating user requirements to a detailed blueprint that guides the implementation phase. So that is the translation. So it translates between the user requirement into a detailed blueprint. And what does blueprint do? It guides the implementation phase, like how to implement it. Okay, it's basically the translation of translation of user requirements user requirements into detailed blueprint detailed blueprint. Okay, and what it does, it guides the implementation implementation phase. Okay, so this is the translation of what are the requirements of user. It converts that into a detailed blueprint which will guide us in the implementation phase, like how to implement. Okay, and what is the goal? Let's talk about goals of system design. Goals of system design. The first goal is of system design is to create a well organized, and efficient structure, okay, meets the intended that meets the intended purpose purpose while considering factors like, first is scalability. All right, everyone. What is scalability? The ability of a system to accommodate a growing load. Okay, that is scalability. And the scalability also guarantees the system can adjust without any difficulty. Okay, so that is our scalability. Second is maintainability. Maintain ability. Okay, and the third is, which is very important, which is performance, to improve the performance and to be very efficient in that. So these are the goals of our system design. Okay, so mastering system design is crucial. Why? For anyone looking for to build a robust and scalable systems. Okay, so this course will provide you the knowledge and skills to excel in this area. So by a practical example and experts insight, we will be learning how efficiently we translate the user requirement into a detailed system that can be successfully implemented. All right, so why learn system design? This is the topic why we need to learn system design now. Obviously, the very first reason is interviewers are asking. But no, this is not our answer why we should learn system design. Or the answer can be it is very, very demanding. Okay, all the questions are coming from here. This is also not the answer. So let's see why we should learn system design. Why we should learn system design. Okay, so in any development process, be it a software or any other tech process, the most important stage is designing, right? Without the designing phase, you cannot jump the implementation or the testing part. Obviously, if you are creating something, you are going to design that. After that, you are going to implement, and the testing part will be there, that whatever is designed, whatever is implemented, whether it is good or not. Let's say I am going to draw a metro. I'm working on a metro train. So first of all, I'm going to design that. After that, the implementation phase will come. Okay, whatever I have designed, I have to implement that. And after that, the testing phase will come. All right, and if you are skipping the testing phase, and what if the train is not working properly for all the passengers? So it is a great loss, right? So that is why it is very important. Designing is very important. Okay, the same is the case with the system as well. So we have to look for the design first. So system design not only is a important step in the development of the system, but it also improves, or it also provides the backbone to handle exceptional scenarios. Okay, because it represents the business logic of software. So if we learn about what is the system development cycle, their system design has a very important role. Okay, so let me show that. System development life cycle, very very important. So what are the phases comes here? So you also have your own life cycle. First you are a child, an infant. Okay, after that you are a grown kid. After that you are an adult. After that you are a old age person, and after that death is there. So this is our human life cycle. So such a way we have system development life cycle too. So the first is a plan. A plan is there. After that, analyze is there. Okay, whether it is correct or not, or what to do in it. The very important I'm going to highlight, because this is our complete like subject we are going to study on that. Okay, so it is in a different way. System design, the phase comes system design. All right, after that development part will be there. Develop. Then there comes implement. Okay, and the maintenance come. Okay, whatever we have implement, we have to maintain that also. All right, everyone. So this is the complete cycle of develop system. Okay, so it is very clear that the system design acts as a backbone, because no matter how good the coding part is executed, it is later on it is irrelevant, it becomes irrelevant. Why? Because if the corresponding system is not good, then what are we going to do with the coding part, right? So that is why it is very very important that how, so that is why it is very important that how we design the system. Okay, so that is why it has been asked in various product based company. Have you got your answer, that why are the product based company asking about system design? First, it is the backbone, because whatever how much good is the coding part, that is why if you are good in coding and if you know system design, so it is a good combination which a interviewer can get from you. Okay, product based companies can get from you, right? So that is why they are hiring the people who are good in coding part and system design also, because system design, as I've said, that it is a backbone, because no matter how you code, but if this designing of a system is not good, it is irrelevant. That is why it is very important for you all to understand what is system design. And that is why all the companies, all the best companies, product based companies, are targeting system design. Okay, let's understand now what are the 5 ways to learn system design. So this is what we are learning, right? So first, if you want to be in the FANG company or in the bank company, Facebook, Amazon, Apple, Google, okay, all these companies, you have to learn system design. It is very very important, because you know you need to have a good expertise in system design, okay, to get hired for senior positions. This is the second reason. And system design proficiency enhances job security also, because see, not everyone is going to try to learn this. And if they are, so you have to be very proficient or very efficient in the system design learning. And see, system design also why you should learn, because it provides a good understanding about having a good communication. So understanding system designs will help you to have a good communication. And learning system design improves your decision making skill. So the here are I have mentioned here are few reasons why you should definitely go to learn what is system design. All right, everyone. Now let's learn about what are the objectives of system design. And let's try to learn about main objectives of system design. All right. So objectives of system design.